Now, Colombia's President Gustavo Petro has agreed with President Donald Trump to take joint action against cocaine smuggling guerrillas on the border with Venezuela. This comes after the two leaders held their first phone call amid escalating tensions after Trump had threatened military action against Colombia following the ouster of Nicolas Maduro. Colombia's Interior Minister Armando Benedetti said that Trump and Petro, in nearly an hour-long call, committed to taking joint actions against the National Liberation Army, which is the ELN, Colombia's last remaining major armed rebel group. The Interior Minister said that Petro even asked Trump to help strike hard at the National Liberation Army rebel group on the border with Venezuela, adding that guerrillas must be attacked even in their rear as well as on the Cambodian side.
There's
an order to attack the ELN along the border with full force. The protection they had over in Venezuela is no longer there, so it's possible to carry out much bolder, much more promising military actions, and in that regard, there was also a conversation with President Trump.
Colombians welcomed a phone call between Petro and Donald Trump amid a diplomatic spat and even called on the government to lean on dialogue and avoid any further escalation. This after tensions had escalated following the capture of Nicolas Maduro. Trump had threatened and said that he could launch a similar military operation in Colombia as well, which prompted a sharp rebuke from Petro.
Conflicts, especially of this magnitude, on this international scale, must be handled with great diplomacy, and that's what the Colombian government needs to do. Handle things diplomatically, through talking. That's what dialogue is for, without escalating the conflict further. I think this is very good, and I hope it continues on this path, seeking understanding and agreements, knowing that war brings nothing. Aggression from both sides only escalates a conflict, so we need to think conscientiously, sensibly, intelligently, and reach agreements.
Happening there was really just a war of microphones, because the assertions President Trump makes have no judicial basis. It's just his way of being, his temperament. Petro has committed some imprudent acts, like when he went to the United States for the Latin American countries meeting, trying to challenge what the US military was doing. So these things, these imprudences, are what have cost him, and why Mr. Trump has characterized him that way.
Colombia's most wanted rebel leaders summoned other guerrilla commanders too to a meeting to discuss the capture of Nicolas Maduro by the US military. In a video that was sent to media on 8th of Jan, Ivan Mordisco, leader of the remnants of the dissolved FARC armed movement, called on other guerrilla commanders to discuss what he termed as being faced by a common enemy.